How are you, ladies and gentlemen? My name is teacher Kaligo Dotto Njige, the teacher of literature in English from Mwenge Catholic University, Moshi, Kilimanjaro. Dear listeners, especially students, Form 3 and Form 4, and English teachers, listen to the poem called Double Beating, written by Richard S. Mabala. Double Beating is a poem about a woman who complained because of being beaten by her husband simply because she had asked whether he had brought home the cotton man. Double beating, in a sense that there are people who transfer their anger to the inferior whenever annoyed by the superior. In the poem, the man becomes angry because the company has not paid him the cotton man, but he transfers his race for his wife, who asked him meekly whether he brought home the man as they were promised. Dear listeners, this poem has 7 stanzas, and the tone of the speaker is said lamenting and creates sympathetic mood to the listeners towards the readers. This poem has 63 verses in the whole poem. The persona is a woman who is oppressed by her husband. This is a modern poem, but specifically it is a narrative poem as it tells a story of what happening to the woman. Listen the poem. My neighbors gather round, listen to my cry, and tell me, please, when the hammer pounds the nail, and the nail bites mercilessly into the wood, who is the wood of the blame? Dear listeners, in this poem, we get a themes, which is a wife beating. Example, in Tanzania, Sukuma tribe like to beat their wives. This poem depicts the Sukuma who is engaged in cultivation of cotton. That most African society believe in wife beating. Let us proceed. You saw, today my husband beat me till the blood spattered, angry, to the ground. Only that did you, my neighbors, rush into separate us. My fault. Also, we get another theme, which is cooperation. The woman shows were the neighbors who came to separate them and rescued her from the terrible beating. And also we get a figure of speech, which is rhetorical question. My fault. That is a rhetorical question. Let us proceed. I only asked him so meekly, I assure you, whether at last he had brought home the cotton man. Haven't we all waited? Also we get another, the same themes, which is wife beating. The woman in the poem is beaten by her husband. That's why he said that I only asked him so meekly, I assure you, whether at last he had brought home the cotton man. Haven't we all waited? 3 months to be paid, 3 months without washing my kanga. In care it is threadbare shell, crumbles to nothingness. 3 months of hiding the children from schools. Also we get another theme, which is poverty and the classes in this rhyme. Both the wife and the husband are unhappy due to the poor life. And also we get a figure of speech in this line, which is anaphora and barbarism. The line which is show anaphora says that 3 months to be paid. That is we call anaphora. And also another figure of speech with barbarism 3 months without washing my kanga. The word kanga, which is barbarism, the Swahili language. And also because my daughter's skirt is now too short to cover her building youth. 3 months of fertile hope and money spent in dream today. You know it, my neighbors were promised, and so when he, my husband, strode through the door, I only asked. I was so foolish. I fled to see the telltale bitter lines around the mouth, and the blow followed in frustration, innocent questions punished. And also we get another figure of speech which is alteration. There's a line which said that, and the blow followed in frustration. Alteration, we get a constant F, flood and frustration. For only I could receive his pain, only I could lance the throbbing boil of resentment. Blindly he hit me, eyes closed, releasing the oath against the word that has longed him. Till no kanga, no uniform. Another, the same themes which is the poverty. The last says that there's a themes of poverty. And also in this line we get poverty. It says that still no kanga, no uniform. This shows the poverty. Come again next week. That is how it was, my neighbors. Tell me, please, when the hammer upon the nail and the nail bite into the wood, who is the wood to blame? And in this line, which is the last stanza, we get another thing which is irresponsibility. The farmer have sold their cotton to the company, but they are not given the man. This shows the irresponsibility of leaders. And another things which is family conflict, we get that the women and the husband, the women and the men being in conflict because of man. And another figure of speech we get the rhetorical question, the last line, which is who is the wood of the blame. And another we get personification. At the last verses, who is the wood of the blame? The word wood can't blame. So let us look at the message. The first message, classes are obstacle to development. Another message, we should fight against poverty with all our might. And another message, leaders should be responsible in providing safety to the citizen. And the last message, which the wife beating should be discouraged. Let us look at the last part, which is the relevance. The first relevance, wife beating is still the problem in African society, example, Sukuma tribe. Another relevance, poverty is rampant in Tanzania. Thank you for listening to me. I wish you the nice day. That is the end of our lesson. My name is teacher Kaligo Dotto Njige. Let him use Swahili language for more clarification. Ndugu zangu walimu wasoma English language pamoja na literature in English na wanafunzi mnaosoma somo la English language. Nilikuwa naongelea shairi la double beating, maana yake ni kichapo au ngumi au kupigwa kwa mwanamke kisa mwanaume hajalipwa pesa za pamba alipopelekwa kiwandani na akawa ameahidiwa baada ya wiki 3 aijie hela zake. Jamaa kakaribia nyumbani, mwanamke wake akawa amemuuliza kuhusu hizo pesa. Kaanza kumpiga bila sababu, maana mwanamke hana sabuni ya kufulia wala kanga, zimechanika, hana nguo hata za harusi. Mwandishi Richard Mabala kaonyesha kabila la Wasukuma, maana ndio wakulima wa pamba kwa sana, pia ni wepesi wa kuwapiga wake zao. Huu mshairi Richard Mabala ni mzungu aliyezaliwa England miaka 1950 na alikuja Tanzania miaka 1976 kama mwalimu wa kujitolea katika shule ya Milambo. Baadaye alichukua uraia mwaka 1979 na kuwa Mtanzania rasmi mpaka leo. Jamani, kwaherini.